Hey guys, it's Gail with popculture.com, and we're here with Zach and Colton, better known as the Swon brothers. Thanks for coming by, guys.
Thanks for having us.
How's your CMA Fest?
It's great.
It's easy. It's like, usually it's like 190 degrees. Like, it feels so good out.
Yeah, because it's going to rain on you soon.
Well, and also because we're inside right now.
Yeah. How many of these have you done?
I think this will be our 6th one.
Wow.
So not many.
Not many. You're getting there. You're getting there. Let's talk about new music. What's happening?
So we just literally last night put finishing touches on some new music.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, it's gone to mix.
Okay.
And
Album, EP?
it's kind of an EP, but we're still debating on whether we're gonna put them all out at once or if we want to just string them out. Because the main reason is because each of these songs have its own thing, its own personality, and I feel like there's something special about every song. One being the way we wrote one, and you'll know more when you hear them, but the way we wrote one versus one might have a special guest, and one is as a story about our touring, and so it's we put a lot of time into them, so we want to put the same amount of time into the attention they get, you know. And it's a single-driven world, so
It is a
we'll see.
single-driven world.
We haven't really decided fully how to do that, but
So how has your music changed since you came onto the scene after winning The Voice? Talk about your evolution.
A lot has changed. And what first comes to my mind is like just the word genuine. Like I think and it could be just that we're getting older and know who we are more now than we did, 6 years ago, but just lyrically, I listen to these songs now. I'm like, man, this feels real, versus some of the stuff that we used to put out. Still great stuff, but when you're writing and putting your heart behind it, the music takes on a different meaning, and you get to where like you care less about what people think about it, and you just really hone in on the people that love it. It's like, man, they get it, So I think that's the place we're in now, and it's a really good place to be in. It's just fun, We're back just doing music, and there's no rules whatsoever.
and I think a lot of it has to do with writing too. I mean, our first record coming off The Voice, it just happened so quick. We wrote 1 out of 11, and now almost all the stuff that we're putting out, we're writing on. So obviously it's gonna be a little more personal. I mean, I'm thankful for the first record, and there's some of my favorite songs. That's why we cut them. But now we kind of just changed the game a little bit and started getting a little more involved in production and writing. So.
And you brought up The Voice, which is where you guys got your start. I imagine it was a little bit of a whirlwind after you came off the show, because all of a sudden everybody knows who you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember flying home, and at that time they gave us security. And I was like, this is so dumb. Like, why would you send? But lo and behold, flying home, it was chaotic, And it's just that I was talking about that the other night with my wife. Like, it's just crazy how that show, you instantly have a face that people recognize, but now it's like, what do you do with it? What do you how do you ride this wave as long as you can? And man, we've been blessed. Been on tours with Carrie, Brad, been nominated for CMA and ACM. It's just
Stuff we dream about when we were kids.
Yeah.
While we're talking about The Voice, lots of Voice fans are mourning that Adam Levine is finally off the show. We thought he was a mainstay forever. What are your thoughts about that?
Good.
I hope Adam sees this. Take that, Adam Levine. Now, what do you think about that?
He didn't turn his chair for us. So.
Yeah.
Well, then
No, I'm kidding. He's really cool. We got to hang out with him when we went back and performed on the show after we were contestants on the show, and it's a crazy thing. And I think Blake they got a little bromance thing. So I think Blake
seeing them backstage, it's like, but they're still kind of like brothers backstage, it's just really cool to see them on that level, kind of just hanging back, and because what you see is what you get, even with Adam, and of course with Blake, but even with Adam, they're just good people, and that show, it's definitely, they're gonna miss him for sure.
Yeah. Although they did get a good replacement with Gwen. I mean, that's a good replacement. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I'm curious how the dynamic between you guys has changed now that one of you has gotten married.
Well, I'm obviously not as important, and it's it's a hard pill to swallow.
Sorry,
I'm not gonna lie to
we'll
you.
talk about it later.
Yeah, I only live a mile and a half from them though, so pop in and I have a key.
which is
And,
scary. But
Actually, a funny story. Me and Caroline, which is his wife, which I love her by the way. She's like literally like a sister. Like I would kill for her. But I got her this present on her birthday, which is also their anniversary.
Wow.
So I had this bag of gifts, and it was like an impulse buy that I saw at a checkout line, and it's the creepiest looking rabbit. It's just this little bunny, and it's very scary looking. It has these long, like, dreary legs, really long, just skinny legs about this big.
one of the worst things I've ever seen.
And I did this as a joke, thinking, like, she's gonna look in this bag and see all these sweet presents, and then see this creepy little bunny, and it has a little wedding dress on. So I was like, "That's your anniversary present." So, long story short, she literally, her first expression was, "Explain yourself." And so I kind of explained, "Yeah, this is kind of a joke." Well, it's so scary that she doesn't want it in her house, and she won't look at it. And so they called it, but it's a gift, and she's so nice, she had to keep it. So she named this rabbit Burden, because it's kind of a burden. So now she'll like put it, like sneak in, and like it'll be in my house. And she'll tag a note to it. So now we're going back and forth.
Or
with
in
this.
suitcases, you open up and find it in
Yeah.
a suitcase, a little scary rabbit, and I know it's a weird story, but they have a great relationship. Actually, I think he got a new friend. Like they'll text back and forth, faces and things. I don't know if y'all ever played that game, but
Like if you see like an object that it looks like it has a face.
Okay.
Like that's our thing that me and Caroline,
Okay.
and
All
we
right.
try to top each other.
Well, I
trying
think
to-
next time you need to bring her in. We can talk to her too.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, she's
Totally.
she's
All right.
awesome.
But is that gonna cut into our time? Because I'm.
We'll set aside our own time later. How's that? For
Okay,
more on
okay.
the Swon Brothers and all your other favorite artists, please visit popculture.com.